People in this culture associate liberty, right? It's a Latin word, liber, free. Liberty with freedom. They associate this idea that I'm free to do what I want. Now the problem with that argument is that if the person is doing what their nafs wants, they're not free. They're a slave. That true freedom is doing what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants. That is freedom by definition in Islam. The Abdullah is the only real hur. That's the only free human being. Is the one who's a servant to Allah and no longer a slave to himself. And the one who is a slave to himself is not free and will never be free until he's freed of himself. And this is why in the Arabic language the word for freed slave is also the word for master, mawla. Mawla is from the adadad. It's from the words that have an opposite meaning. Mawla is a master, like we call Allah Mawlana. Mawla is master, and Mawla is freed slave. So the freed slave is the one who is a master of himself. That is the freed slave. And the one who is a slave to himself is a slave and has no freedom. So no matter how much freedom they give people in this culture or any other culture, if they're out fornicating, if they're out chasing their personal passions, if their passions take them to destruction, if their addictions take them to destruction, they're not free, they're slaves. They're just slaves to the wrong thing. They're Abdul Makhluq and they're not Abdul Khaliq. They're a slave of creation and they're not a slave of the Creator. And this is why Amr ibn Rabi'i, his great statement, he's a Bedouin man, comes into the court of Kisra, the great Persian, Khosros. And he asked him, what's this thing you're calling us to? And he said, we are calling you to becoming those who worship the Creator of things and not those who are slaves of created things. We are coming to free you from the slavery of things to the slavery of the Creator of things. And that's real freedom. And that's what Islam came to offer to the human condition.